classroom rules? Okay, Pearl, may read.
Classroom, okay. Classroom rules. B. Be your best. Be ready to learn. Be honest and helpful. Respect yourself. Respect your classmates and respect your environment. Do listen to your teacher and do follow classroom rules. Raise your hand, raise your confidence, and raise your expectations.
Okay, that's our classroom rules for today. So we need to be mindful of these classroom rules so that we will be ready and we should raise our confidence in this section for today. So to start our session, our lesson, we'll be having a poultry trivia, reflect, and connect. Who would like to read the directions? Just raise your hand. Okay, Ricky Mar.
Poultry trivia, reflect and connect. Directions. Read the poultry trivia or quote on the screen. After reading it, share your thoughts and explain.
Okay, thank you, Ricky Mar. So this is our trivia for today. Did you know that a chicken's egg please take time to read it again. Oh, yeah. Have you read the trivia? May I ask, what are your reactions or thoughts about this one? Just raise your hand to share your reactions or thoughts about the said trivia. May I know if you already know this trivia or uh, have you encountered this one? Okay, student Pearl, may answer.
Uh, Hello po, teacher. Yes po, I'm quite familiar po with the trivia po because my tito po or uncle works in egg production. So sabi niya po to me, uh,
Mm.
when yung quality po and the number of eggs na nalalay ng chicken is based doon sa kanyang diet na kino-consume. So, lahat po ng meal niya or ganyan, naaapektuhan niya po yung mga eggs na nilalay niya, gano'n.
Okay, nice answer, Pearl. Good thing na alam niya na tong trivia na ito. And may I ask someone else, how did you interpret this trivia? How did you understand this trivia after you read this one? Uh, just raise your hand if you want to answer. Okay, Ricky Mar.
The first time that I read this quote po, I think I believe that it's all about how what the chicken is absorbing or consuming. I think it's all about the chicken's what the chicken's nutrients has been receiving po para magkaroon siya ng healthy na production ng itlog. So dapat I think it's all about being too mindful about what we fed to our pets or to the chickens if we are aiming to produce a quality egg production po.
Okay, nice observations and interpretation, Ricky Mar. No? So next, why do you think it's important to know these facts about poultry or chicken? Why do you think it's important for us to know this? Just raise your hand if you would like to answer. Why do you think it is important, no, that we know this kind of trivia or fact? May I call Christina?
Hello, teacher. So I think the reason why we should know or why it is important because I think egg is already a staple food, especially for us Filipinos. It is in everyone's diet. I think it most of the people's diet, and I think knowing things like this, uh quotes like this or trivias like this can have an impact to how we see or how we know that our diet or eating eggs are healthy or how they are produced, like that.
Okay, thank you, Christina. So, uh, your answers talks about the impact of the nutrients that were given to chicken. Okay. So for our next activity to deepen our knowledge about chicken or poultry, let's have this one. Watch, observe, and analyze. Can someone read the directions? May I call, yes, Lloyd?
Good afternoon po, teacher. The instruction says po, watch the two videos about different practices in taking care of the poultry. Afterwards, analyze the videos and answer the questions that the teacher will ask based on what you observe.
Okay, thank you, Lloyd. Understood, everyone? So, I will flash two videos and you will need to watch it and observe it, and later on we will analyze it. Okay, on to the next video. First video.
Every morning, I rise with the sun, eager to start my day in the poultry area. At exactly 7 o'clock a.m., I'm there, ready to give my chickens their feed. It's not just about tossing some grains. I measure the right amount to ensure they get the nutrition they need. Clean, fresh water is a must, so I always check their supply. In the afternoon at 4 o'clock p.m., it's feeding time again. I watch closely as they eat, looking for any signs of trouble. If one of them seems off, I take note. As they grow, I change their feed to match their needs, ensuring they get the right nutrients at every stage. It's a daily routine, but it's rewarding to see them thrive under my care.
Okay, that's for our first video. So for the second one.
Every morning, I rise with the sun, eager to start my day in the poultry area. But at exactly 7 o'clock a.m., I'm there, ready to give my chickens their feed. It's not just about tossing some grains. I measure the right amount to ensure they get the nutrition they need. Clean, fresh.
So again, for our second video.
I take care of my chickens, but I have to admit, I often get distracted. Some mornings, I remember to feed them, but other days, it slips my mind until nightfall. When I do feed them, I just dump a bunch of feed into the container without measuring. It's a free-for-all. Some chickens gorge themselves while others barely get a bite. And water? I rarely change it. I know I should be checking for sickness or hunger, but I convince myself that they can fend for themselves. But can they really? I've seen how a little extra care can go a long way.
The two videos that we need to watch. Oops. Ayan. So, after watching the video, what do you think are the key differences that you noticed between the first and the second video? Okay, Emil?
From the video that I have watched po, it shows na yung unang video, it shows the proper taking care of the chickens. Kasi nabanggit doon na pinapakain niya in the right time and on a daily basis yung mga chicken na alaga niya. While on the second video, contrast siya from the first video po kasi ito yung irregular or not consistent of taking care of the chicken po.
Okay, thank you for that answer, Emil. Who would like to answer? Another student? Uh, did some of you notice another key differences as you watch the two videos? Yan. Okay, Pearl, you may answer.
Okay po. So, Earlier po, sa first video, nagbibigay po yung person ng right amount of feed and then right amount of water. While sa second video naman po, yung owner po ay hindi po nagbibigay ng tamang amount of feed and rarely po pinapalitan yung water.
Oh, ayan. So, good observation again, Pearl, no? Okay, for the uh, based on the differences that you've identified, what do you think, what impact it might have on the health or the growth of the chickens? I saw Ian raised his hand earlier. Yeah, would you like to answer this question? What do you think
Um,
the impact it might have on the growth of the chicken?
I think it has a big impact on the chickens po kasi upon observing the the two videos, yung first po, nagpa-follow po siya ng strict routine po kung paano po aalagaan yung chickens, and it might help or it somehow helps the chickens to have a um somehow better life po. And while the other naman po, since wala naman pong, since inconsistent po yung routine na pina-follow, baka po maka-affect po yun sa health ng mga chickens and how they lay eggs.
Hmm. Thank you, Ian, for that answer. Effect on laying eggs. As kanina din, no, sa trivia natin, nabanggit na may effect yung health ng chicken sa kanilang eggs. As you watch the video, what trait do you think you need to show to ensure the consistency on chicken's growth? Again, what trait do you need to show to ensure the consistency on chicken's growth? Okay, Emil.
For me po, siguro the best trait would be responsible. Yung pagiging responsable na alagaan at pakainin yung mga chicken in a right time and in a right amount of food.
Okay, thank you, Emil. So for Emil, we need to practice we need to be responsible about these rules that is mentioned or as we watch the video. So do you have another answers, Ian?
For me po, yung best trait po is discipline kasi tayo rin po yung magbe-benefit nung sa ano po, dun sa pag-aalaga po ng mga chickens po.
Okay, so in having the discipline, what do we show what do we show to maintain the consistency in the consistency to achieve the growth or for our chickens to be healthy? I would like to answer, students. What do you think we need uh to show what trait or what characteristics we need to ensure that uh the chicken's growth will be manifested? Okay, John Andre.
Hello po, rinig po ba ako? Naglalag po kasi sa Enco teacher eh.
Yes, audible, John Andre.
I think po, consistency dapat po maging like maging masunurin po tayo, like obedient na i-follow yung mga certain timelines na sinet natin para mas proper and consistent talaga yung pag-aalaga natin. Yun po.
Okay, thank you, Andre. So, with the consistency, we also show being obedient. Being obedient in terms of obeying the rules we've set, obeying the different obeying different rules to maintain or to ensure that the chickens will get the care that they deserve or that they need. So in this, let's emphasize that we need to be obedient when it comes to this rule set. Ayan, to further deepen our understanding, let's now proceed to our topic for today, which is the feeding management for poultry animals. So our learning objectives for today. Who would like to read our learning objectives? Um, okay, Pearl, you may read it.
Okay po. Learning objectives. So at the end of the lesson, students are able to explain the concept of feeding management according to the Philippine National Standards, obey the feeding management of the PNS for poultry animals, and differentiate the different types of feeds for poultry animals.
And thank you for reading, Pearl. So as we talk about our lesson for today, we need to be mindful of these learning objectives. So before proceeding to the feeding management, let's have first the concept of the feeding management itself according to Philippine National Standard. So teacher, ano nga ba yung Philippine National Standard? So Philippine National Standard or PNS are a set of guidelines, specifications, and requirements for products, processes, and services established in the Philippines. So PNS sets the standards in the Philippines uh, in order for the uh, different sectors to follow this specific guidelines. So these standards are aims to ensure quality, safety, and reliability. So first, let us know what is feed. Would like to read what is the definition of feed? Oops. Uh, okay, Ricky Mar.
Feed is any single or multiple materials, whether processed, semi-processed, or raw, which is intended to be fed directly to domesticated animals to meet the nutrient requirements.
Okay, so this definition is according to the Bureau of Agriculture and Fisheries Standards, and feeds means, alam niyo ba sa Tagalog ang feed? Would like to answer? Okay, sa Tagalog, ang feed ay ang mga pagkain. So, mga pagkain. So, ito yung mga pinapakain natin uh, sa sa mga animals. And in our case, in our topic, our focus is poultry animals. So, next one is feeding management. Would someone like to read the definition? Okay, John Andrew.
So feeding management po is the process of providing poultry with the right type and amount of feed at the right time. It focuses on nutritional balance and efficient feed utilization, as well as it aims to maximize growth, production, and health of poultry.
Okay, so thank you, Andre. So feeding management, as going back earlier sa ating first video, pinakita doon no, yung mga feeding management or feeding practices ng nasa video na kailangan, nasabi natin, need nating i-follow. So now we'll proceed to the poultry feeding guide. First is the poultry types. We have what we call the starter feed. So it is intended for chicks, as what we've seen here. These are chicks. These are chickens from day 1 to 4 weeks. So starter feeds are high in protein so that the chicks can grow rapidly. Next one is the grower feed. Who would like to read the grower feed? Okay, Lloyd.
Teacher po, yung grower food feed po is for growing poultry from 5 to 14 weeks. Moderate protein level for steady growth.
Okay, thank you, Lloyd. So, for grower feed, from earlier, na the starter feed, very high pa siya sa protein. But when it comes to grower feed, kapag 5 to 14 weeks na yung ating poultry or chicken, moderate na lang yung protein level na kinakailangan niya. So, next one is the finisher feed. Who would like to read this one? Okay, Christina.
For the finisher feed naman po, for poultry nearing market weight, from 15 weeks onward naman po siya, and it has higher energy content for weight gain po.
Okay, so comparing the starter feed to finisher feed, starter feed again have high level of protein so that the chicks can grow rapidly, while sa finisher feed naman, it needs now high energy content for weight gain so that yung finisher feed kasi ito yung mga ideal na mga chickens for market. So that kapag binenta siya ng farmers or kapag binenta natin siya, mataas yung quality niya at the same time, mataas din yung price. So next. The importance, sorry about that. The importance of feeding management. Oh, I have students, sorry about that. Ayan. So, who would like to read this one? One of the importance of feeding management is, okay, Reina.
Consistent feeding times creates a predictable routine. Birds learn to anticipate feed.
Okay, thank you for reading, Reina. So, one of the importance of feeding management, why is it important to, again, to be obedient of these rules or of these standards is for us to create a predictable routine for birds to learn. Humans, for example, our sleeping schedule, kailangan consistent ito, no? So that we can anticipate when to sleep or where for chickens naman where feeding happens. So the next one, who would like to read this one? Okay, Ian.
One of the importance of feeding management is the controlled feeding areas. It draws birds to specific locations during feeding.
Ayan. So when it comes to having controlled feeding areas, uh, it draws the bird's attention, no, to that specific location so that kapag time na, so kapag feeding time na, alam ng chickens or ng poultry animals kung saan area pupunta. Next one, the last one is, can someone read this one? Okay. Me.
It reduces competition and aggression.
Feeding birds or feeding chickens, we need to have enough space for each and every one of them so that also referring to this, they know their area so that walang competition na gaganap dahil kapag may aggression or competition sa birds, mas mataas yung stress. So we need to avoid that to have quality sa ating products. So, can I ask someone, ano ba yung mga pinoproduce or yung mga products na nakuha natin sa chickens o sa poultry? Would someone know? If ano yung mga napoproduce or mga products na nakukuha natin sa chickens. Okay, Ian, may answer.
Mainly po is meat po.
Meat. Okay. So, tama, no? Kapag fully grown na yung ating mga poultry animals, for example, yung chickens, isa sa mga products nito ay meat, eggs, ayan. Ayan. So, to further or to apply this understanding of us, let's have this worksheet. I will send it to you. Would like to read the direction. Okay, Arvin.
Directions. Fill in the blank spaces in the table using the descriptions of different feeds provided in the worksheet. Make sure to match each feed with its correct description.
Okay. So, teacher will be sending you the link for this one, and you will need to answer it. Alright, so then, so after uh after receiving the link or after answering the worksheet, you may now proceed to our assessment, which I will send to RGC. Um, And so are you done answering the worksheet? Ayan. So for this one, may I call someone for the first column? Who can answer this one? Feed type. You will answer this one, which is blank on the worksheet. Okay, Lloyd?
Teacher, I think yung sagot po is starter feed.
Okay, very good, Lloyd. So for the description, which is high protein, which is emphasized earlier, it is the starter feed. So very good to that answer, Lloyd. Next one, feed type naman ang given, which is the grower feed. What do you think stage of poultry it is? Would like to answer this one? So, saang or anong weeks kaya ang under itong grower feed, which is merong moderate protein sa feed type? Someone know the answer? Okay, Pearl?
Try lang po. Is it between 4 to 8 weeks?
Okay. Uh, for the grower feed, yeah, right, it is 4 to 8 weeks. And for the third one, which is the finisher feed stage of poultry, where do you think this one is? Okay, Emil?
Try lang po, I think it's 15 weeks and onwards.
15 weeks or what? Right, Noemi? Kapag finisher feed, it is for the chicks 15 weeks onward. So how about this last one? Kapag sa stage of poultry is poultry nearing market weight or from 15 weeks onward. Anong feed type sa tingin niyo? Okay. May I call, ayan, Ian?
Try lang po, ma'am. Is it finisher feed po?
Okay. It is also, for this one, it is also a finisher feed because it is for poultries nearing market. Ayan. So, we're done with our application. So, to close or to close or to close our session for today, I would just like to ask you uh one statement that you think you've learned today after this discussion. Uh, may I call student Reina?
Um, my takeaways for this lesson po, I think it is really important for us to obey the right feeding for us to track po the progress or the growth of the chicks.
Ayan, very good. Reina, no? Talagang nakita natin na nakinig si Reina based sa kanyang answer. And may I call another one? May I call Renan? What is a statement? Can you give me a statement that you think that you've learned as we discussed our topic for today, which is the feeding management?
Hello po. So for today's topic po, I've learned proper feeding management po. To properly um, take care of the chickens po, we need to know we need to know the proper food na i-feed po natin sa kanila para po mag-grow po sa kung anong stage na po nandun po sila para po mabigyan po ng sapat na nutrients and pangangailangan sa pagpapalaki po sa kanila.
Okay, thank you, Renan. Thank you for that answer. So, natutunan natin no, na as emphasized earlier that we need to obey, especially ano yung na-mention natin, yung PNS, yung Philippine National Standards. So, by following or by obeying the Philippine National Standards or the PNS, we can ensure the quality of the chickens that we may produce. So I think that's all for our session for today. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for listening.
Thank you po.
Thank you po, teacher.
Thank you po.
Thank you po.
Yes, Z.
Okay, thank you very much for that. To our teacher demonstrator for today, Miss Jana Alancado. I am heard. Okay. Now we are going to have our evaluation together. Oh, sorry. Are the participants are still here in the meet? May we ask for a photo opportunity before they leave the Zoom?
Teacher Jana, can you please share your screen for a while muna? Thank you. Okay, for a while lang po. Wait lang po. Sige po, ako po ay magte-take na ng photo for all students. Meron po bang students na hindi nag-open ng cameras nila?
You may open your cams na po. Thank you.
Ay, umalis na po agad yung iba. Sige po, wait lang po ayan po. 1, 2, 3. Yan. Isa pa po Sige po. And another one po para sa lahat na po muna. Sorry. Okay po. Ready? Count po ko. 1, 2, 3. Ayan. Okay na po.
Thank you, participants. Thank you, students.
Andito po ba si Teacher Z?
Excuse me po, to continue our post-conference, so may we ask one continue and one avoid from our evaluators po. So you may take turns na lang po sa pagsasalita. Salamat. Sige po, evaluator Jana, you may now speak po. Thank you.
Hello po. So, I'll try to start with the continue part po. So, for continue po, I hope that she continues to ask the students how, if they're done reading po, like she makes sure that every student is read the whole text in the PowerPoint po, which is good. And I noticed that she also repeated her questions more than one time. So that's good. It makes sure that the students, all of the students, heard the question clearly, and yes. And then next for the avoid po, I'm sorry for that, for the dogs. I hope you can hear me pa. And for the avoid, I hope that she avoids not mentioning the learning objectives po. I was waiting for the learning objectives po. So, and she should also avoid the font size of her PowerPoint po. I noticed that it's a bit small, so she should make it a little bit bigger po. And I think she should also avoid being more like, I think she needs to be more cheerful po. And for the Feed It Right worksheet activity po, um I think she should think of other ways. She should think of other ways to make the activity more engaging po. And I notice in the worksheet po, it's quite hard to do because it requires memorization on the students' part po. So for the memorization part po, the activity shouldn't be on memorization po. So she should avoid making the activity something like a memorization, and she should also mention that it's just an activity, and if there's a bearing on it on the grades or what. She should also mention if it has a bearing on the grades po. And that's it po. Yes. Thank you po.
Ayan, thank you po, Evaluator Jana. So maybe ask Evaluator Justin po for the avoid and continue.
Hello,
Thank
good
you.
afternoon. So yan, unahin na natin yung avoid. So do not edit the presentation on the spot. Ngayon, napansin yon. Yun ang wag kasi, lalo na kung may evaluator, kung may nakaupo talaga sa likod ng classroom, wag. Kasi doon pala magkakamot na ng uli evaluator, magtatanong bakit nag-edit siya. Wag ganun ha. Next, hayaan na natin kung ano yung nasa screen, kung ano yung nasa visual aids natin, hayaan na natin kung ano yung nag-present na doon. So, wait, consider na natin yun na as technical error. Okay, tapos sa activity, to make it more interactive, hayaan natin yung ipalagay sa students natin yung mga sagot. Yung sila ba mag-i-insert kasi pwede naman yung online naman, pwede yung sa through Canva, i-share mo sa kanila yung link para mag-i-info sila ng answers sila. Tapos siguro bigyan din natin sila ng choices doon sa activity kasi for the short period of time hindi naman lahat ng students natin memorize yung ganun. Okay, so continue. Okay, pahabol ko lang sa continue. Goods yun. 2 beses mo binasa yung question para makasagot yung estudyante. Tapos yung objectives, medyo na inintay ko objectives kung saan mo siya babasahin, kung sa start ba or sa after ng main activity. So okay din naman, bago mo sinimulan yung pinaka-lesson mo, yung objectives mo na ipasok mo pa rin siya. Yun yung inaabangan ko. Tapos, yung use of language mo, okay yung switching niya. Nagtataglish ka. Goods yun sa pagtuturo ng TLE. Kasi sa pagtuturo ng TLE, walang problema doon kung pure English ba o pure Tagalog. Taglish pwede kasi ang TLE ay skills. Sinasabi nila, kailangan maging flexible ka para sa mga estudyante para maintindihan nila. So, yun lang.
Ayan, thank you po, Evaluator Justin. Next naman po si Evaluator Henson.
Hello, rinig po ba ako?
Yes po.
Ayun. So, start muna ako sa avoid. Napansin ko lang din yung sa learning objective nga. Kanina ko pa din hinihintay yun. And napansin ko rin na parang hindi nagkakaroon ng sapat na parang interaction between the student at sa teacher na, after mong na-discuss yung topic, sana, inask mo din sila if ever na may mga tanong sila about dun sa topic. So, ayun, sa continue naman, okay naman yung mga delivery ng topic mo, pero okay naman yung mga delivery ng topic mo, and sinisigurado mong nakakapag-participate lahat ng mga student. So, yun lang naman po.
Ayan, thank you po, Evaluator Henson. And for the last po, may we ask Teacher Leandro Peter Tatson for the po.
Hi, Jana. Good afternoon. Congratulations on your demo teaching. Yes, palakpakan natin siya. So, where do you want me to start? From the beginning, Charis?
Siguro sa avoid na lang.
Okay. Gusto mo agad ang muksa? Ano ba yan? Okay, so this is only pure criticisms lang naman. So take it positively, and pwede mo pa rin naman siyang magamit and ma-improve kapag ikaw na yung nag-PT. So ano lang naman to, less hassle. So ang aking evaluation ay more leaning on the values in TEG kasi iyan ang siguro inatasan sa amin ni Prof. Marte. So yeah. First, doon tayo sa motivational activity. Nakita ko sa LP mo, ang motivational activity mo ay parang nagiging main activity na rin. Bakit? Yung mga guide questions mo ay sobrang lalim na. Siguro, kung tayo ay magpapa-motivational activity, gawin nating light. Light lang. Or kahit isang question lang for them to motivate lang. Kasi ang motivational activity ay to pick the student's interest. So, kung dadamihan natin, baka mas lalo tayong magtagal doon. Yon. Kasi ang motivational activity, motivational lang naman. Pwede mong dalhin yung ibang questions sa main activity. Kasi yun yung pinaka-main activity. Yun na yung connected mismo sa lesson. So, yun. Next naman, yon. Sa trivia, hindi ka nagbigay ng iyong findings. Bakit? Bakit affected ang bakit naapektuhan ng diet yung kanilang produce? Ayan, so wala akong narinig sa'yo. And baka mamaya, ang maging problem dyan, kung ano yung sinabi ng student, paniwalaan din ng isang student. So maganda na dapat ikaw ay may um, siguro findings din sa kung bakit nga ba ganito, ganyan. Yan. Technical problems, yes, may overlaying sounds. Yon, sabi ni Evaluator Justin, nag-edit ka ng PPT mo. Nagulat ako, nag-edit ka ng PPT mo, may binura ka. Ayan. So, remove natin siya. So, iwasan natin siya next time, ha? Next is, siguro hindi ko naramdaman yung value ng obedience habang ikaw ay nag-lesson. Siguro, ang suggestion ko lang, since ang lesson mo ay about feeding management, siguro magdagdag ka pa ng isang outline na ano ang mangyayari kung ang owner ng poultry farm ay hindi sumunod doon sa PNS o sa standard ng feeding guide. 'Di ba? Parang ganon. Para lumabas yung obedience. 'Di ba? Na, okay, so dapat ganito ang gagawin namin para hindi mangyari sa mga alaga naming hayop. Ayun. Yan. Yung worksheet, sabi mo magsisend ka. Wala ka na send. So, okay na yan. And lastly, huwag ka magme-mention na, okay, tapos na tayo sa application. Baka mamaya, magulat yung students. Ano yung application? Ano yun? Ganyan. So, use transitional device na lang para mas better and smooth ang daloy ng iyong teaching. Ayan. So, enough na tayo sa mga negative points. Let's celebrate the positive points. Continue. Maganda ang paggamit ng interfaith ecumenical prayer. Yes. Kasi hindi naman natin madedetermine ang religion ng lahat ng bata. So, might as well use interfaith prayer. Yan. So, may inclusivity si teacher. Yan. Ina-uphold niya ang diverse students sa kanyang classroom. Good set of classroom rules. Yes, natatandaan siya. Maganda. Next, good use of technology integration. One, gumamit ka ng classroom screen. I know na ang online class ay limited resources, but you did make an effort to take down the students' answers, no? Maganda din na yung mga sagot ng mga bata ay iyong na-rephrase, no? However, hindi mo siya um tinitake tapos ine-explain, parang ganun. Nyari, sumagot. Dahil po ganyan-ganyan. Okay, so sabi ni ganito, dapat ganito raw tayo, mga ganyan. Or baka nagawa mo naman yun, di ko na napansin. Ayan. Good value questions. Value question. But I suggest, di ba may sagot na doon ng following strict routine? Siguro mas maganda kung doon ka na magpo-focus. Kasi pwede nang pumasok yung obedience doon. So, pwede mo itanong, sinagot ng classmate ninyo, sabi niya, kailangan doon natin sumunod sa strict routine ng pagpapakain ng hayop. So, anong dapat na quality ang meron tayo? Parang ganyan, character, attitude. So, okay na din yon. Nakuha mo na din naman yung obedience. Next, mastery on content. Yes, may explanations for her lessons. So, hindi kita nakitang ESP teacher ka. Nakita kitang TLE teacher na ituro mo ng may justice. And next naman, good na ang students mo. ay andun pa rin yung value ng obedience. Kasi yung first student mo na nagtanong ka, ano yung realization nyo? Teacher, you have to obey the ganyan-ganyan. So, maganda yon kasi talagang na-uphold nila yung value nung tamang pagpapakain sa mga hayop. And lastly, your voice is modulated and you're reassuring and gentle. Yeah, yun lang naman. So, thank you. Congratulations, Jana, for your successful demo teaching.
Thank you po, Chair Peter, and also thank you to my evaluators and as well as sa may participants earlier. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you for that, Teacher Peter. So before we leave the may we encourage our evaluators to open their camera for another photo opportunity together with our demo teacher and our evaluators. Um, Teacher Ronnie, are all our evaluators are opening their camera for their photo opportunity?
Ayan, kaya po ba ng ating mga evaluators na mag-open ng camera po nila? Ayan. Yung iba po? Apo, I'll take, ayan. Yan na po. Ready? 1, 2, isa pa po. Sorry. 1, 2, 3. Alright, maraming salamat po.
Thank you very much for that.
Ulit.
Thank you so much to our evaluators and congratulations to our demo teacher, Miss Jana Alancado. And that's it for our demo teaching for today. We will see you next time. Thank you very much for attending and have a blessed day.